Let us sing this one, if you know it, by Karen Drucker. There is only love. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Again, there is only love. Love that heals. Love that heals. Love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I have lost my way, I go inside, I quiet my mind. I hear Spirit gently say, there is only love, there is only love, there is only love. Love that heals, sets us free, love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, sets us free. Love that sets us free. There is only love.
There is only love. Friends, I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze and simply come into a space of stillness and silence. We pause for a moment and let worry wash away and bring our full awareness within to stillness, to silence, to that ever-present breath of God. Spirit, inspiration, breathing us now. This is only love. Absolute good, unconditional love, unlimited in potential. Breathing you now. Only love. It's our practice to pause and be in meditation, in stillness, in silence. When things seem easy. when everything that we see as we look around is the appearance of good. A practice so that when the storm rages, that we can still pause and know comfort, so that we can know peace, that we can be the presence of love, no matter the appearance, no matter the strength of the storm or the depth of the water, no matter how deep the pleas for help touch us, we can be love. And because we know we are love and we know that we are unlimited in potential, we can take action. Because there is only love. Fear and worry wash away, and we stand in the truth. I am love. I am love. An individualized expression of the most powerful force in the universe. I am love. And everything else washes away. And so for just a moment, pause in the stillness and the silence and let that quiet, voiceless truth that you say over and over in thought be, I am love. In the stillness and the silence. And with all the strength that exists in potential, merely whisper, I am love. Together, I am love. And so now, as you are ready, I invite you to bring your full awareness back to the space and the time. Your joyful place here on playground planet Earth, where you know I am love. Bring that awareness back now. Use it for every thought, every word, every action. I am love. And so it is.
There is only love. There is only And as we prepare to receive Rev Todd's message, let us sing this one, if you do remember it. It's pretty easy, Without Resistance. Let me be present without resistance. Let me be present without resistance. Sweet divinity fills me. Sweet divinity fills me till I'm at peace. Let's sing only acceptance. Only acceptance without resistance. Without resistance. Only acceptance without resistance. Sweet divinity fills me. Sweet divinity fills me. Sweet divinity fills me till I'm at peace. Flow into oneness. Flow into oneness without resistance. Flow into oneness. Okay, we're gonna wait a little bit and sing that again. Flow into oneness. Here we go. Flow into oneness without resistance. Without resistance. Flow into oneness without resistance. Sweet divinity fills me. Sweet divinity fills me. Sweet divinity fills me till I'm at peace. Sweet divinity, sweet divinity fills me. Sweet divinity fills me till I'm at peace.
That was beautiful, Deidrey. Thank you. Good morning, friends. Good morning, friends. Y'all have to talk back, you know. I'm delighted to say that as I sat down, two of the people that I have that I contacted that I hadn't heard back from that I was worried about have both contacted me now. So yay! I'm delighted for that. I want to remind you that we're in the midst of a 7-week series that is supposed to be based on In the Flow of Life by Eric Butterworth. In the Flow of Life by Eric Butterworth. And this is the chapter on health. Health. And if you don't know, health is who you are. Wholeness is who you are. That already exists inside of you. And when you're not showing up with the fullness of your wholeness, then you might experience disease, illness. Sometimes it's physical, and sometimes it's in one of the other many aspects of life that make up our prosperity. Because health is not just our physical well-being, it's our mental well-being, it's our our relationships, it's our work in the world, it's our financial experience of the world. And anytime that we get out of that flow of life, then we experience dis-ease, unease. So I decided that I was going to talk today about resistance, because there's a part in that book that talks about resistance. Because when we are not, uh, in the flow and letting the flow through us, we're resisting it. And I thought, what's a better example of this, creating resistance in a natural flow but a dam? Ooh, poor timing. But how often do we decide that we need to make a dam in our lives, and we gnaw and gnaw and gnaw on something until we tear down that tree, and then we because we decide life is supposed to look like this, relationships are supposed to look like this, because this is what I saw all my life, and I saw dysfunction all my life, or you saw dysfunction all your life, and so you fell trees, and then you create a dam so that the fullness, your wholeness, your health, your prosperity, your joy can't freely flow. You ever had that experience? Ooh. And then you wake up and you're like, ooh, look, I have dammed up the wrong things. You ever dammed up the wrong stuff? Ooh. I've done that a few times in my life. And you know what? Until I figure out that there's a better way, and I really know that inside, and I have rooted out all those places, those thoughts, those beliefs, those desires that aren't of love in me, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. I haven't arrived at knowing the truth of who I am. I haven't arrived at being fully present to the divinity in me. But I know it's there. Just like I know it's in you, and I hope you know it's there. And I hope that you seek to live from that truth. But sometimes we get distracted by stuff. So I'm supposed to be doing this message on In the Flow, and I'm focused on resistance and beavers and dams, and then a hurricane hits. And because the Spirit is always working, whether we choose to believe that or not. The Spirit's always working. I came across this quote. This is from Imelda Shanklin. Some of you may know some of her writings. She is a Unity author from kind of back in the day. If you worship God in nature, you worship God in weather. In cold that numbs your flesh, and in desert blast that drives the stinging sand against your parched cheek, in prolonged rains, in droughts that sear the landscape, in lashing blizzards that obscure your path and push you into unknown regions, in hurricanes on land and on sea. If you resist, resent, grumblingly flinch before any of these, you do not worship God in nature. Non-resistance renders you impervious to the moods and to the inclemencies of weather. The psalmist, knowing the value of non-resistance in a land semi-tropical, said, "The sun shall not smite thee. The sun shall not smite thee. The floods and the waters shall not smite thee. The winds shall not smite thee." And hold that as the truth, the capital T truth, when the evidence with my eyes would tell me otherwise. But when I stand on the shore of the island over here and I have the waves crash around my feet, I behold God as the ocean. And if God is the crashing of the wave, then God is the overflowing river and the wind and the clouds and the bolts of lightning and thunder. And so I have to explore this idea of how I experience resistance and how can I step into non-resistance. Non-resistance. Resistance, according to Charles Fillmore and the metaphysical, this is in the Revealing Word. The greatest disintegrating element in the human consciousness is resistance. Beware of every form of fighting and all thoughts of a destructive character. Thoughts build or destroy, and they will work in your mind and body in an adverse way and tear down the good you desire to build up if you do not form them with care. A mental state of resistance indicates an unyielding personal will. Evil has no power except that which man gives it by his thought. Resisting anything is a way of affirming its power. A positive, fearless attitude in facing the appearance of evil overcomes it. And this attitude comes from the understanding that evil has no power. Nothing has power unless we give it to it. A state of mental resistance indicates that one is undisciplined or untrained in the use of his faculty of will. It shows that the will faculty is working independently of the faculty of understanding. Because of personal willfulness, stubbornness, or the determination to have one's own way, we might say that resistance is another name for willfulness. I don't know if any of y'all felt this way, but I felt attacked when I read that. Because y'all know I can be stubborn. If y'all don't know that, I can be stubborn. I like things to be my way, right? That's why the chairs have tape on the floor so you know where to put them back. Right? Right? Because there is enough that can go wrong. If the chairs are in the right place, then I can deal with, somebody being out, so I have to switch between screens. But y'all mix up the fabric on these chairs, because there's two different fabrics here. If you can't see it, then whew. Those of you that at home, you don't know how much you miss because of my quirks. I have a few idiosyncrasies, some might say. And sometimes I can misuse my will. Resistance. When we are resisting, little can be accomplished. But when we become willing to let the divine express through us, we become adaptable to universal good. When we become adaptable to universal good, there is no limit. We live in the unlimited potential of absolute good and unconditional love. Non-resistance. Non-resistance, this is something else from Imelda Shanklin. Non-resistance is the force with which people rebuild their lives. Because when we are resisting what is and spending all of our mental thinking ability on the it should have been this way, Y'all ever done that? It should have been this way. Then we lock ourselves in that lowest vibration. We lock ourselves in victimhood. We think that we are being punished. But that's not the truth we know about God, unconditional love, absolute good, unlimited in potential. God doesn't punish us. God is giving us the kingdom, and if we tell God in our thoughts when we're not paying attention, when we tell God in our thoughts, I am a victim and everything has been taken away from me, then things continue to get taken away from us. We create our own experience of victimhood. We create our own experience of things being taken away over and over and over again. It's a country music song on repeat until we change our thinking, until we step into non-resistance. Non-resistance. Shanklin says this: the essence of non-resistance is unity. You are not isolated from the rest of the universe. You are an indispensable part of the universe, and as such, the universe loves, protects, and cherishes you. And in so caring for you, the universe is self-preserving. You are safe. You are inconceivably valuable. Nothing opposes you. You are in the midst of friends. How different would life look if we all lived from that truth? And not resist, but non-resistance to know and accept and receive love. Receive the love. Now, I had to really go down some of my rabbit holes. I'm not going to take you all down all of those today because we want to eat. Non-resistance is not indifference. It is not spiritless yielding to whatever occurs. Right? We're not just letting whatever happens. Non-resistance actually takes more strength than resistance. Its practice requires more mind capacity than is required to resist things. Its appeal is to the divine within. Non-resistance is communing with the divinity that is you. That place where you sit and know, I am love. Because when we know I am love, we can't fight. Fighting requires resistance. This energy, this conflict, there is resistance. And that's where we get hurt. As we resist what is. That's that place of awareness, of non-resistance, of stepping out of, I wish it was different, and into that place that Rev Anna told us was balance, so that we can stand in the truth of who we are. Because when we are convinced and we are resisting what is and deciding it should look a different way, then we are out of balance. We are out of balance. Has anybody ever stood up on a ladder and reached way over here and, one foot's on the ladder and one foot's up against the corner and you want to use a hammer? Is that safe? Does it make sense? Well, you do it anyway. And then you get hurt. Then you get hurt. Now, does the hurt mean that you fall down, that you hit yourself with the hammer? No, the hurt might be that your spouse sees you and then fusses at you. I saw you looking at him. The practice of non-resistance becomes easy when you take the attitude toward the universe in entirety, and towards each entity of the universe in particular that the universe takes toward you. If the universe loves you unconditionally, then it is your task, your responsibility as an individualized expression of the universe to love unconditionally. That does not mean you necessarily have to condone people's behaviors, that you have to approve of some of the actions they take, or even like the bumper stickers they put on their car. But you love the truth of who they are, because they are an individualized expression of the one. Just like me and just like you. Love, because you are fully human in expression and fully divine in potential. Fully divine. And so experiencing resistance means that we are damming up the good in our lives. And it's I am going to take y'all down this rabbit hole. It's curious that, the beaver gets a really bad rap. Because the beaver is going to dam up the stream, dam up the river, keep the water from flowing. And so there has been a lot of destruction. We take dynamite and blow up beaver dams different places in the world. Did you know that? Because they're damming it up. And then what they have come to discover, because all these cattlemen would the beaver's damming up the water, and now my herd can't drink because you've built fences in the way. What they have then come to find is that the beaver dams actually control floodwaters and help rebuild the groundwater. And if you let the cattle go to where the water is dammed and drink, there is a whole ecosystem of life that the beaver dam has created that supports the unfolding of life, that channels the floodwaters in a way that sustains. But see, we don't pause sometimes enough and look at that time horizon and see how everything happens over time. We want it right here, right now, my way. And so we build a dam. We build a dam because this is my willfulness. I want it to be here. We don't always face the consequences of that. Do you know that a lot of the dams that were built in America that people built, they would build the dam and flood communities, displace hundreds of people. Most of those people that would be displaced were people who were impoverished, people of color. We didn't think twice about it. We wanted something. We wanted to be willful. We wanted to have it this way. I mean, if you don't know this, Central Park is built on a community that was primarily inhabited by African Americans, but they wanted to build a big park. If we think it's okay that we seize whatever we want so that we can have a better life, then in consciousness, we're saying it's okay for us to lose everything at any given point. So what will you resist? Stand in truth, be a channel of love, recognize everyone for their inherent divinity. And give to them all the love you can, and whatever it looks like. And it might be that, in the coming months, you can send unused blankets and unused clothing to people that have lost all of their material possessions. You might be able to write a check. You might go someplace and help rebuild or just clean up because it's a mess. But that's recognizing their divinity. That's celebrating your wholeness, knowing that by sharing what you have, you will not go without. Because there is enough. There is enough to go around when we know who we are. And do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? Yes. I am love. Together, I am love. And so we commit to letting love guide us in all that we think, all that we say, and all that we do. And we call it good. Because we are committed to creating a world that works for all. And so it is. Thanks for letting me share today, friends. I love you all.
Wow. Thank you, Rev Todd. You continue to inspire me always, always, always. Okay, I'm going to sing one of my songs. This one is called What I Resist, will not persist. If I use it as my opportunity to stop and think, what I resist can never persist. It's my opportunity. If it's an opportunity to stop, think, what did I miss? What I resist can never persist. It's my opportunity. It is my opportunity to look within. What do I need to change? What do I need to do that's new? What must I consider that I haven't considered? What is my heart calling me to do? What I resist, it never persists. It's my opportunity. If it's my opportunity to stop, think, what did I miss? What I resist, oh, will never persist. It's my opportunity. If it's my opportunity to look within. So are you willing to do the work? Tell me now. Yes, I am. Are you ready to do the work? Tell me now. Yes, I am. Are you able to do the work? Tell me now. Yes, I am. Oh, yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I gotta know, no. Are you willing to do the work? Tell me now. Yes, I am. Are you ready to do the work? Tell me now. Yes, I am. Are you able to do the work? Tell me now. Yes, I am. Say yes. Yes, I am. 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 What I those questions one more time. Are you willing to do the work? Tell me now. Yes, I am. Are you ready to do the work? Tell me now. Yes, I am. Are you able to do the work? Tell me now.